Hello there everybody, it's Mark Watson here. I'm going to do a bit of an unusual video today. I've never done one like this before. I'm going to show you one of the ways that I personally process a wood pigeon for the pot. First thing that I always do is to take the legs off. You can do that by standing on the wings of any bird and pulling on them. Certainly with a pigeon you'll get rid of them, but with bigger birds like pheasants and ducks, if you do it properly, it allows you to skin the bird. There are other videos on YouTube showing that. But I'm going to show you the way that I personally process a pigeon for the pot. First and foremost, one thing you must remember with these things: hygiene. You're handling a dead animal once it's been shot, so inevitably there's going to be exposure to blood. So first and foremost, gloves. You've got to wear gloves. And this is the way that I see to it. Okay, I've got myself a bird here. It's a wood pigeon. And I'm going to show you how I process it. And if you want proof there, look, about being careful, look at that. That's come out the beak. And this bird's already been washed. So I'm going to show you now how I process the bird. First and foremost, before you do anything, you have to see here, you have to try and work out where it's been hit. Now, judging off the blood, I'm guessing that this bird's had it in the head. You know, it's entirely plausible. There's blood around the beak, and so it's entirely possible that the bird's been hit in the head. Now, what I do here, this bird's already been scolded, and the first thing I always do is, this is the bit you want, this bit here, the breast. This is the bit here that's got the meat in it, yeah? Now the first thing I always do here is locate the breastbone, and that's going down there. You see? It's always round about this area here is the breast. Now the easiest way I find, first and foremost when you're plucking, is to get the feathers like this in a clump and then just pull them towards you like that. Now you need a bag for this. I've got one handy here. You need a bag if you're going to do this. This is a very, very messy job. Okay, so what I do now, if I pull some of the feathers out just briefly to show you, I suppose the breast area. There we are. Just folding it back there. You see the breast there? Pink bit? That's the bit that's got all your meat on it. That's the bit you need. So you just pluck it out. It's recommended that you scold these birds. It makes the plucking a lot easier. That's the work down by easily half. Just plunge them in boiling hot water for a few seconds before you pluck them. I've already done this. You need to be careful with plucking, because if you pull too hard, you'll rip the flesh, and the flesh is the bit that you want. That's the meat. So, and if this bird had not been scolded, I would not be as far along as I am already. I've got this bird, and the breast meat is nearly fully exposed. There, look, and you see what I was saying about pulling too hard. There. Look what's happened. That's what I mean about not pulling too hard. You see what I've done there? I've torn the skin. You need to be very, very careful when plucking birds like this. You need to pull firmly, but not too hard. Otherwise, that'll happen. Okay, and what I've done here is, bear in mind I would normally take a lot more time over this. I'm doing this quite quickly to try and show you. This bird is going to be put to use though. I'll put it by and have it for breakfast. Or else, could that just be due to the way it's been hit? Yes, it's partially due to the way that it's been struck. That's one of the reasons why the flesh is tearing. It's torn on the other side as well. You do not, ideally, you see here where the flesh is exposed, you do not want that. You do not want that. You want the flesh to be like this with the skin still intact. You can still eat it with the flesh torn though. So please bear that in mind. Okay, now I've exposed the breast. And what you need to do now, or what I do now, is get rid of the head. So what you need to do is, see where the head is? There. To move it towards the camera, you need to locate, there's a bone going into the breast, and it's usually round about there. You might not be able to see on the finger. I think it's just off shot. The bone is just about there. It's going into the breast. You want to get rid of that bone. Now the way that I do it is to get a cleaver. You can use any big knife for this. It needs to be heavy though, and that's where the neck starts. It's there, look. I'm pinching it. You need to locate that. Get your knife, cleaver in this case, and get rid of that. So, a couple of hard chops down. Right? That's got rid of the head. Discard the head. Now, you can't really do too much more with it in this state without getting rid of the wings. So what you need to do now, let me remove some of these feathers, is locate the joint in the wing. And you do that by spreading the wing out, and the joint, you can feel it. It's a ball hinged type socket. It's round about here. If you pinch it, you can feel it going into the breast. Now there's two ways you can get this. You can either try and break the wing off, which I personally find difficult. Yep. So I'm gonna get my cleaver again, and I'm gonna just chop down there where the bone has been hit. You see there? You need to crack down hard. So you might lose a little bit of meat, but that's the wing. You need to do exactly the same on the other side. Right, so locate the joint, which is here. And now, this one's a bit of a funny shape one this time. cut into it. You don't want to catch the meat if you can help it, but occasionally it does happen, it's inevitable. Okay, that's got rid of that wing, and what you're left with here is the breast, here. Now, it's not entirely clean, it does still need cleaning, but you can do that bit in a minute. Get the tail off, and now this is the interesting bit, because you see that cavity there, that's where the gizzards are, that's where the gizzards and the guts are. So you need to get 2 fingers up like this inside the bird, you'll feel it, and then pull back hard, and if you do it properly the innards should come out in one scoop. This bird's a little bit this bird's been a bit of a blighter. The one I processed yesterday was a little bit easier. There we go. That's got the gizzards, that's got the guts and everything out. A little bit of fat. Okay. You'll then, in your hand, you'll have this. Okay. This is the innards. A majority of it cannot be used. That's the gizzard. That's the gizzard there. So that's where all the food goes. And the majority of this cannot be used. Now, because this bird appears to have been hard hit, I'm not going to even try and separate any of it. So I'm going to put that straight into the rubbish sack. And what you need to do now is finish up plucking the bird. Now, you don't necessarily need to put your fingers in and remove the guts in this way. The only reason why I've done that, and bullseye. That's what I was looking for. See the heart? You can use that, and it doesn't appear to have been too badly hit, so I'll put that to one side. Okay. Now, what you need to do now, you got the breast. I can't edge the camera because I'm contaminated. Now you've got the breast, you need to get a sharp knife, and you see there where the bone is, the breastbone is here. You now need, this is the way I do it, let me go on to the side that's nearest to you, is to cut down into the bird. Because if you follow the skeleton of the bird, it will give you a guide, and you can it looks like this bird's been twice hit. Do you see there? That looks like a blood strike. Now you need to be careful with this, because you now need to work your way along the bird and get the breast out. Now if you follow along the bone, it will provide you with a guide. Oh goodness, this bird has been hard struck. Look at that. Gosh, look. So what we need to do now is just push back and get the breast separated. That's what I've done there. Unfortunately, this bird's not played ball with me. It's been a bit of a tricky one to process, and I'm glad actually it's come out like this. As you see how I've got it at the moment, this bit here, you want to get rid of that. The only bit that you're more interested in and need is this bit. That's the breast. You now need to go onto the other side of the bird like this. And this, believe it or not, what I do now is I sometimes use, you see, the breast of the bird is the easiest piece of meat to get, and it's a wonderful thing to cook with. The reason why I sometimes have trouble processing it is because I've got a mobility difficulty. So bear that in mind. So you've got it open like that, and you now need to do the same as before. Just follow along until you hear the bone go. See, now the bird's opened up on the other side, and follow along like this, and the breast will come away. There's a little bit of a cracking noise. It's not overly pleasant to hear, but it's a part, unfortunately. And you can see there, you see where I've skimped on pulling the feathers off the back that they've caught on the back. You need to be aware of that. See there, that's the feathers. So I didn't pull them off, get them off the back properly. So this is going to need washing. Okay, after you've got the other breast off, okay, you see this bit here, the carcass, you don't necessarily need to discard that, because if you want to use it for, you can use this to make a stock, the carcass. Just for goodness sake, make sure that it's properly plucked and cleaned. I've not plucked this one on properly because I was doing this quickly. But I'm not going to be using that, so I'm going to put it into the bag. And all I need to do now is the same as before. I'm just going to quickly go across this with my fingers. That bit there, hair's not breast. This bit here is not breast. So this bit here, that's not breast. Yes, that's bone. So again, knife across and separate. Now, after you've done all of that, what you'll be left with is this. You'll have two breasts, one there and one there, and if possible, if you choose to take it out, also the heart. And I've taken the heart out. That's it there. So what I'm left with now is 2 breasts, and the heart need a little bit more cleaning. In fact, I might just cut that bit out. Need a little bit more cleaning, but that's the way that I personally process a pigeon, or one of the ways. It's not the easiest, but it works for me. So in order to do this, sharpener, knives, time, patience, gloves, because you are going to be exposed to blood. So that's the way that I process a pigeon for the pot. Any questions, or if you've got any ideas to how to improve the method, by all means feel free to say. Suggestions are welcome if you remain respectful. In the meantime, take care and look after yourselves, people.